What's up guys, welcome back to another video of Chrisbell TV, sponsored by PDH16 Racing. Today we are at OVRP for round 3 of the CKNA Cup Karts Championship. So the next race is in Millville, New Jersey. Then from New Jersey, that's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then after that, end of the series. And then from there, it's Oakland. We'll be recording at OVRP. And for road tax and for all kinds of series on Chrisbell TV. Yesterday I finished second. You will be seeing me and Anthony Bell racing, not each other, into 2 different classes. We have Chris recording.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eat steak and never sleeping on the floor. Stealing at the gas station when the times go. In the kitchen, hosting, trying to flip it out the stove. Rockin' AJ's playing that nobody knows. Watch me take my dog away, it's way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my glove. I was trying
So that's it guys, I just went out for my first session of the day. I didn't finish third, I got stuck in traffic, so I mean, there wasn't that much I could do, but that sets me up. I'm going to go out third for qualifying, and then we'll see you later.
I wanna live life faster, die too young, die too young. 100 miles per hour, push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. I know why I left because I know my people need me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city, cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no, I can't keep for me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it. We gon' get back on our feet. And I hit it on me. I don't wanna live life fast. Die too young. Good, die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash. It's good, die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name.
Alright guys, so I just got done with my pre-final. I won that too, which I'm very happy about. I won the pre-final, I had qualifying, so now I have the final. See how I do in that? Anthony's about to go out, so we'll see what PDH16 Racing can do. I'll see you after my final.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
Body, you grabbing on you, enjoying the moment, cause life moving fast. I'm looking forward, ignoring the past. These are the times that we'll laugh looking back. I'm getting lucky like coins in a well. Goodbye to my haters, I'm wishing you well. This is my amen and you couldn't tell. This is our life and we living it well. Late nights in the city causing hell. Burn this to the ground, oh well.
Die.
got tonight. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. Let's go to paradise. This time be like Friday nights. This time make you feel alive. Feel like we in paradise. Don't know what this is, drink up more. But I swear I'll never let you go. Make you right here, I come alive. I'm all in it, we can fly. Feel like
Yes, 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 yes.
Don't tell me I'm wasting time. Show you what I'm made of. And give my dreams life. Put it all on the line. Just like I'm the one in the
So the 54, I think is P1.
Hi, my name is Gideon Gatson. I'm one of the managers here at Open Valley Race Park. I've been here for about 10 years now. I've always loved racing ever since I started working here. At first I was a flagger that turned into becoming a racer and then race official. And I'm super happy to be on the Chris Bell TV YouTube channel.
So, what's your favorite class
My favorite class
to racing?
to race in?
Yes.
Definitely shifter.
Okay.
It's the one that scares me the most, so I want to get it really good.
What's your favorite class to watch?
Favorite class to watch I have to say on a regular club race, we're talking club racing? Or
doesn't matter.
All racing. Favorite class to watch? I would say either junior or cadets. Junior or cadets. Juniors because they're still stupid enough to make crazy moves, and then the micros just because there's such a big difference between the fields. You know, there's a lot of older guys, a little bit more experienced guys up front that make the racing really cool, and then in the back you got the guys that are just learning. So getting the leaders getting through them is always pretty interesting.
How long have you been working here?
Like I said in the intro, a little over 10 years. I started working here when I was 14, and I turned 24 in November. So,
How much years have you been racing?
how many years have I been racing?
Yes, racing karts.
My first race ever was in 2019, where I won the state championship in KA Heavy. After that, it took a little break. When I got out of college, came back and decided to dive in a little bit more, and so I've really only been professionally racing for 3 years.
How much national events have you been doing?
It's actually funny you say that. I've done 15 national events and 2 club series events, officially. So I have way more national experience than I do at the club level. My first podium though was at the club level in the, well, actually the regional level in the Spartan series last year at United Karting. I've done mostly my shifter racing at the club level, and I raced 206 nationally.
Do you race like cars, or is it just karts?
Nope, I actually just got my first race car in January. I'll be racing that in the four cycle class on the dirt. So front wheel drive on the dirt is something out of this world. Everything else I've driven, and I will be racing the slingshot this year by Tobias. But everything else I've driven on the dirt was always rear wheel drive, so to get in the car for my first practice day a few weeks ago at 5 Mile Point was out of this world. I mean, I was full lock, back to full lock the other way, back to full lock to the left before I even came out of corner 2. So super excited to be racing the car. I've been at Lime Rock for a couple of car clinics with the SCDA and a Mustang, so we'll see what the future holds as far as the car racing goes.
What is your favorite kart to drive?
My favorite go-kart? I've got to say either the Margay Ignite or the Solo chassis. Yep, Solo chassis. Obviously, I've got a Tony Kart shirt on.
Because Tony Kart's better.
Tony Kart's been at the top of the go-kart game for a long time now, and they're one of the tried and true, you know, kart manufacturers. They win everywhere, every time. Tony Karts are proven to be very good. I like to see somebody else kind of give them a run for their money though. So that's why I picked Solo Kart.
All right, that's Gideon.
All of you are definitely my favorite so far. Thank you for your patience with me.
And the winner, number 54, Anthony Del.
There, I'm Dave Mack from Cup Karts North America. I'm the announcer. I've been with Cup Karts since day one. I've gone to almost every single race, and we are traveling all over the Western Hemisphere. We start January 1st down in Florida. We're working our way north. We're currently in New York. We're going to go up to Canada eventually and then start coming back down. So I'm very, very happy. I'd be thrilled to death if you want to come race with us. Cup Karts loves all our races.
Where have you been around the world?
Around the world, only mostly in the Caribbean. I've driven to every single contiguous United States. All 48 I've driven, physically driven to every single one. I'm very proud of that. Around the world, mostly just like the Caribbean and, well, basically that's it. Mexico. Now, I'm not a world traveler, but I'm a very exotic U.S. traveler.
Have you ever driven karts?
I did drive karts. I started out with it was called a Briggs Flathead. It was slow and I was slower. And I figured it's got to be the cart. It couldn't possibly be the driver. So I decided to get something faster. I got an Animal. And I still couldn't keep up with the pack. So then I said, it's got to be the cart. So I bought a Leopard. It was a tag engine, 2-stroke. And it was so fast and so fun. I've got 110 miles around Daytona International Speedway, 110 miles an hour around Daytona International, and I've still got beat by everybody. And I'll never forget my first story at Daytona. You go through the infield, you know, the road course, and then you go out into turn 1, and the fastest line is like real close to the bottom. I went right up to the top, and I said, I thought in my mind, I'm never going to get another chance to race right up against the wall at Daytona International.
So how long have you been driving, like racing cars?
I think I started driving when I was around 35 years old, so about 30 years. 29 years, I guess, I've been involved in karting.
So how much times have you been to OVRP?
This is my very first weekend ever. We got here Wednesday, and it's now Sunday, and we're leaving now. I'd love to come back. Tim was wonderful. The staff was wonderful. The facilities are great. I'm just really a big fan of OVRP.
What was your favorite track to ever broadcast? Or
to broadcast?
Yeah.
I am possibly going to say Whiteland in Whiteland, Indiana. The facilities are so nice for me. Most facilities are really poor, and they have just a fabulous facility. They have a fabulous scoring booth. It's terraced, and it's all glass, so I can see the whole track. Now, they expanded the track this year. Sarah and I can't remember her husband's name, but anyway, O'Gara. Sarah Fisher. She's out Sarah O'Gara, and she they put a fortune into the track, and I can't wait. We're going back this year. I am so excited about going back there.
All right. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend. You're very kind.
That's it, guys. We are done racing at OVRP for the CKNA race. I have 2 foam fingers, which I'm very happy about. I got 2 second place trophies, which one was in the rain yesterday, and the other one was today. It was an unfortunate turn of events, but I did good. I led most of the race, and yeah, so that's it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Heavy.
Oh my god. All right.
Good job.